right, looks like we're just about ready to get going here. We've got Lane 0 Blizzard versus Wasted Potential in our tiebreaker match to decide some seeding for playoffs here. So these matchups, pretty important still, these games, because it decides sort of your route to the finals, and certain routes much easier than others. So winning these matches really can make your life a bit easier, give you a better chance of getting to the finals. And for Lane 0, that means a return trip there. Unfortunately, they fell last season, but looking to redeem themselves here, have already guaranteed them a spot for playoffs. Just looking to get second place here. And on the other side, Wasted Potential looking to do the same. But we've started off here with a new ban, of course. Fallen not going to have any fun with that snowballs, and Ezra and Lysandra also going to join the bench there as Wasted Potential. Going to ban those three away. And on the other side, Morgana, Vladimir, and Silas going to be Lane 0's first bans. And we get a Urgot first pick here. So this, well, I've heard a little bit about the jungle Urgot. So perhaps that is the pick here for Pure Acid. Could still be top lane. Has been played in both areas, so we'll see what that is in just a little bit, I'd imagine. But on the other side, Lane 0 going to follow it up with a very strong bottom lane for themselves. The Lucian Braum going to be locked in. And that can be pretty scary and may disrupt the options there for Pigeon and Papa Skips in the bot lane. And with Morgana ban, that's one of the big champions that stops that duo. So I assume that was the plan all along for Lane 0. They knew there was going to be a first pick of something else, and they're like, all right, well, we'll go for Lucian Braum, ban away the Morgana. But Kai'Sa going to be picked up here for Pigeon. So that's a tough bottom lane. We'll see what is paired with this Kai'Sa in the bottom lane. But yeah, Lucian Braum can definitely prey on a Kai'Sa early on. Papa Skip's probably going to pick the support here, and it's going to be a Thresh. So not a super defensive pick here, but Thresh, of course, can peel for his AD carry a decent amount. But I think there's an opening here for the Lucian Braum. If Indigo and Sitting at Desk can do a good job, definitely make life difficult for the Kai'Sa and perhaps gain an advantage there. But Sejuani locked in for Fallen. I don't think we expected anything else. He's very good on that pick, very comfortable on it. And the only other jungle that was banned was Nunu, so Sejuani, I think, the obvious fallback there for Fallen. As Kha'Zix did slip all the way through, which is kind of surprising. You would expect Pure Acid to go for the Kha'Zix. That was sort of his signature champion until everyone started banning it and he never got to play it. But made it all the way through here. Pure Acid just decided to go for the Urgot instead. I assume that's where the Urgot is going, is into the jungle with him, which is a stronger pick in terms of the meta right now, but the Kha'Zix is just very powerful overall in the hands of Pure Acid specifically. Maybe not for everyone else, but he definitely does well on that champion. I don't know what the evolve route is currently for him. I've been playing a little Kha'Zix recently, and there's several different evolve orders that I think are pretty viable. But enough of that. It's not going to get picked, unfortunately, and as well as the Yasuo and Zed going to be banned away. I'm kind of excited to see Tuller back on that Zed. Hopefully we'll get that. If not, I'll be a little bummed out, but always exciting to see Zed. Tuller playing. We've had a couple different good Zed players in the Sugar Free League. QEW is the evolve order. I guess Pure Acid is not a team player. Goes straight for carry. So I've seen a lot of people go for QWE, or even some people take the W evolve first. But actually, Kayn going to be picked up here by Pure Acid. So I guess this Urgot will be top lane, and Kayn will be in the jungle for Pure Acid, which is a pick we've seen him play before, and we haven't seen him play the Urgot. So it makes a little bit more sense, but will be interesting to see what the Urgot goes for after the changes. As Galio also picked up, so Endril going to play that in the mid lane, I'd assume. Seen a lot of support Galio recently, but with Thresh already picked, obviously that won't be the case. And Kayle, of course, on the other side for Lane 0, which feels like a rough matchup early on against the Urgot. And now Tuller looks to be going for the Corki. So we've got a lot of scaling in the soul lanes right now. The Sub and Tuller have gone for very much a late game setup with their picks. Corki and Kale, some of the best scaling. Well, we've got essentially 380 carries right now. And if you ever see a team comp with 380 carries, generally they scale very well. And they have a front line, right? They got Braum Sejuani in front of them. So they're, I casted a match last night with another league that one of the teams basically drafted, they drafted Kale top, and then they drafted, it was a Nivea mid and like Kaisa 80 carry. And they lost in 25 minutes was kind of the big problem because they had no front lane. They had Ivern and Lulu. So they basically had no tanks, nothing. They couldn't fight because they would just instantly die every time. But this team comp is a bit better. It's a bit more well-rounded because you've got the Braum and Sejuani in the front line. You have CC, and then you have all these 80 carries and the potential to split push later on there with the Kale and maybe even the Corki with the TP can go to a side lane. But of course, Wasted Potential also has double TP, so they've got the potential to match that. Late in the game, though, I mean, no one is really going to be able to match the Kale, I think. That's kind of your issue. If you are a Wasted Potential later on in the game, you're not going to be able to match the Kale split. Urgot, Galio, no one can do it. So that is a problem. And I think you definitely give the scaling advantage over lane 0. But when I say scaling advantage, I mean 30 or 40 minutes is when they definitely win that. Before that, though, the game is very even, and Kaisa can hit that 2-item spike and maybe take over the game. But I kind of like that the Lucian Braum was picked, and then we got the Corki Kale for the super scaling, because now you have Kaisa is going to struggle in lane, I think, assuming, Indigo and Sitting at Desk can do a good job, harassing that Kaisa. Because that way you keep the scaling down, you keep Kaisa from getting the 2 items, you delay the 2-item spike anyway, and then all of a sudden, when she gets those 2 items, well, then the Corki, maybe he has Triforce and a Rapid Fire Cannon or Triforce Infinity Edge. I don't know what the order will be, but he'll be super strong. Then you have the Kale, maybe she's level 11 at that point and can start doing some stuff, and maybe, when she hits level 16, then she really takes over the game. So I like the draft out of lane 0. On the other side, though, Wasted Potential, they've got a lot of playmaker potentials early on, I think. Well, not early on, but once level 6 happens anyway with the Galio and the fact that they have double TP, they can definitely make some global plays. And once Kane gets, his form, which, that'll be after Galio hits level 6, I think that's a real window where they can make a play around the map. And Kale and Corki, I think, very gankable champions. And even the bottom lane potential to go there with the Thresh setup. So both sides have different strengths of their team, but I like both of their drafts and excited here to jump into this first game. We got a little bit of a spectator delay, of course, and then we'll hop right in. Very excited to get back in the swing of things here with Sugar Free League and hop into game 1. Just a couple more seconds, and then we'll be good to go, but nice that I don't know if some people wanted a week off, but I'm excited that we don't that we get to see a few more games here before the playoffs. And should be a good one here. Like I said, all the lanes should be pretty active. The Sub definitely wanting to play defensively up there in the top lane against the Urgot, but I don't think Klein's going to allow him to do that, so I'd imagine there's going to be a lot of fighting there. Corki and Galio, probably a lot of farming, but maybe the Galio makes some roamings happen. In the bottom lane, you'd expect a lot of fights to be forced by that Lucian Braum. So should be a decent amount of action going on in the early stages. And now just loading in, so should be starting shortly. And there we go. Okay, so couple interesting rune choices here. We got Conqueror for both Kane and the Urgot, which is kind of interesting because the Kane, I mean, usually you take Electrocute on him and you go for a sustain route. Assuming you're going red form, which I assume, just the stronger pick overall. So I guess the Conqueror, you know, it's a good... It takes longer to proc, but you obviously have a lot of sustain in it. So I could see why it makes some sense, but kind of a new keystone for Kayn, I think, overall. All right, and it's taking an abnormal long time to load in. We're setting it 99 or 98%, so there we go. That's 100. Not going to be stuck in the purgatory of loading. I went to the Apple store yesterday, not for myself, but for my sister. She was getting her phone fixed because she cracked the screen by dropping it several times. But we were sitting there like the problem was she never backed up her phone. So we were just like, we needed to back up her phone before we like fix the screen, I guess. And so we were just like sitting there for like literally an hour it took to back up her phone, because she had like 65 megabytes of like data on her phone, because she had like photos and text. It was like a ton of photos and text messages and stuff. Like it wasn't like she was like like storing anything crazy or like any encryption or anything on her phone. I don't know. It was just insane how much she had on her phone, and so we sat there for like an hour waiting for it to back up. It was pretty terrible. It was a good fun trip to the Apple store. But now we got a little invade coming through here, sitting at desk looking for potential play, but it's already been sniffed out and everyone backing off. In the end, the invade just going to get a ward down. And the Galio going to be sitting over there near the enemy red buff with Klein. So perhaps Endril and Klein can find a kill here if they camp out this brush, maybe. Nope, just going to get the ward and get out of there. Actually could get a turn on themselves, so yeah, best to just run it out of there. A few autos into Endril, but he's fine. Now going to be a red buff start for both junglers here. The Sejuani. We'll see where she paths after this one. Kayn going to go to the Krugs. And then Sejuani going to do the same. So similar routes, but Sejuani just a little bit behind because she got a leash from her top laner. And Kayn got a leash from the bot lane, so a little bit stronger of a leash there, and the Kayn also clears it a tiny bit faster. So the Kayn gonna have a slight lead there, and Tuller already a level 2 advantage. Doing a lot of damage to Endril there. The Kael did go for the Kleptomancy rune. Not for any of the attack speed ones, or press the attack, or lethal tempo, or fleet footwork, or anything like that. So a bit more focused on the gold income. As Lucian Braum, of course, getting that early push on. Pure Acid and Fallen going to find each other in the river, but Fallen down a level there is not going to want to fight. Perhaps, but Endril is low and Tuller has priority, so maybe this could happen here. And Fallen could pick up this Scuttle Crab. Pure Acid, though, he's looking for something. Endril probably calling him off, though. So he's out of potions and out of health here. Klein, though, rotating from the top lane, trying to help out. And he's going to take a pretty good trade here against the sub. Getting a lot of damage down, but Falling to force him off. Pure Acid, though, he's coming back in, looking for a fight. Klein, though, low on mana. You can see the CS lead growing there in the top lane. The sub actually up a couple minions here because the Klein has been so focused on trying to harass him, it looks like. Well, here we go. Pigeon going to be forced to run away after a good Winter's Bite by sitting at desk. That's what Lucian Braum is looking to do here in the early stages of the lane. Have a slight CS lead here. Pure Acid just coming over to mid lane, helping Endril get a push in so he can reset, it looks like, because Endril's struggling so much here. As Endril, he's in trouble now. He's going to have to flash, but no. He holds on to the flash, realized he was dead, just ate the autos from the Corki there and goes down. A solo kill for the Corki in the mid lane. Endril just kind of walked straight into his death. No exciting outplays there. The Corki just kept autoing, and eventually the Galio just kind of died. Gonna TV back to lane now and try and get the pushback on. He's got some boots and some armor. Try and help out. But no potions, so that's, yeah. Endril already off to a bad start there in the mid lane. He somehow has a CS lead here, 25 to 21. I don't really know how that happened, but Corki's TPing back to lane should catch up about. As the sub continuing to out CS Klein here in the top lane on the Kale. The bot lane, pretty even. Indigo down slightly, but that's just because the wave's pushing into him currently, so they'll catch up in just a moment here. You could see how low the CS is for the mid laners here compared to the bot laners. Been a lot of trading over there, and now Papa Skip's in trouble. The stun gonna come through, and Indigo sitting at desk looking for the flash follow. Indigo might just need one more auto. The ignite, no! Yes, they will get it in the end. The gank here from Fallen, but now Indigo is in trouble. The tower shot gonna hit sitting at desk, flash forward. Actually, Thresh finds the kill now onto Indigo, and Pigeon trying to find sitting at desk. He flashes away, Fallen with the slow and the stun. They'll get away here, but a 1-for-1 trade overall. Pure Ass with a gank. Oh no, in the top lane, the tower shot. Gonna kill him, but he executes. The sub never damaged him. And it looks like, yeah, it will be an execute. The sub survives, but he did have to use the flash, so a traded flash between the top and jungler there. Sub had ultimate, though, I believe, at the time. I don't know, a strange play overall. The sub probably shaking his head after that one. Pure Acid, though, he got a faster back. That was probably the plan all along. As Endril still struggling there in the mid lane. Is down quite a bit of health there, so he's going to be forced to go back, it looks like. Is even in CS for the most part, though. Only down about half a wave here. As Pure Acid, I was going to pick up the wave that's crashing right now, so not too big a loss. Once that level 6 is hit, maybe a play can be made around the map. And the Corki has no TP to follow, as both the mid laners have used their teleports there to get back to lane. Yeah, they used them about the same time, so. Now, red buff going to be taken again. Fallen currently counter jungling there in the top side. While Pure Acid took that red buff. Pure Acid, though, hits the level 6. Fallen about to hit his level 6, I think, off these wolves, maybe. Maybe he needs the red buff, too. But that could look for a gank in the top side, then. Gallia, though, pinging. Looks like they want to go for a gank in the mid lane. Pure Acid coming over. A war does spot him. And a ping going to go out to tell Tuller to be safe. The sub still with a huge CS lead here in the top lane. 58 to 41 is the CS score there. I guess CS score is redundant, but now we got to fight in the bottom lane. Hook lands, but Papa skips. He's running away now. Indigo sitting at desk. Turn this fight around pretty quickly. They don't actually have an item advantage here, but with the strength of their champions early on, they're still winning the fights overall. They also have, you know, combat keystones there with the press attack, as opposed to fleet footwork. A little bit more sustain oriented. Press attack has a bit more fighting power. Some wards going to be taken out there, and now we might get a fight in the top side. Junglers both hovering there. Pure Acid is lurking, as always, and he's going to be forced to run away here. The sub, he's doing a lot of damage. Fallen comes in. He's going to miss the ultimate, but Decline going to get stunned up and go down. The sub with the ultimate finds the kill. Now Pure Acid going to go down as well. A huge double kill on the top side for the sub. He's got double Dark Seal there, getting the stacks going. A double kill, though, for the Kale early on. Still level 7. 8 now, as the calling going to come through in the bottom lane. Papa skips. He's going to drop the box, but Endril comes in too late. Sitting at Death now in trouble, though. Double taunt going to come through. Indigo in trouble. He's going to find the autos, though, but Pigeon just barely dodges the stun, and now he's going to find the kill. Gets stunned on his way out. Sitting at desk, getting knocked up. Corki, though, coming in with a package. He finds the kill now onto the Pigeon. Tooler. He's definitely going to kill Endril in the end. It looks like Sitting at Desk will survive. Endril going to kill a few minions on the way out. But a good Brome coming in from the Corki. Going to be able to counter that ultimate from the Galio. And that's a pretty good trade over across the map here for lane 0 with a 7-2 kill lead here at 10 minutes. And already with a 3,000 gold lead, they're looking pretty good. But Tooler and Pure Acid fighting in the river. Tooler with a 2-level advantage, and now Pure Acid can be forced to run into the Dragon Pit. He's going to queue over the wall. Tooler going to follow with the Valkyrie. One more auto. There he goes. Tooler with a second kill. Third death for Pure Acid now. Tooler, 3 kills in total in the game here. Looking very good to start things off, and the Kale doing well. Alongside that, Corki means that double scaling a solo lane, well, they're not going to be waiting until 30 or 40 minutes to start taking over this game. Endril going to find a taunt, but Sichuan is there to back him up if necessary. And now a fight in the bottom lane. Oh no, Winter's Bite founds Papa skips again. The stun comes through. Aftershock was procced, and that, oh, Aftershock proccing there. Huge for Papa skips. Probably keeps him alive there. Ignite is down though, so fighting power in the bot lane, not quite at its peak for Sitting at Desk and Indigo. Papa skips has his Ignite. Yeah, oh, Endril having a fantastic time there in the mid lane. Ninja Tabi's, though, going to get a lot of value this game. Poor waste of potential. 380 carries. Going to mean that Ninja Tabi is going to be fantastic. The bad news about Ninja Tabi's, though, is it's all armor. And Corki and Kale do a lot of magic damage here, as Gunblade going to be the first item for the sub. That gives him a lot of sustain in lane. And would indicate the AP focus build, I'd imagine, here. For the Kale, so doubling down on that magic damage. As Storm Razor completed for the Kaisa, Blade of the Rune King completed for Indigo. So Pigeon and Indigo, both have their first items, but Indigo a lot more fighting power, I think, with the Blade of the Rune King early on. As the sub definitely getting the better end of these trades. Klein forced to run away, but he gets slowed up. The sub continuing to kite. He's not ranged yet, though. He's only level 11. Falling, looking for a gank in the bottom lane. The hook lands, and Sitting at Death might go down. Oh, the shield is huge, but Ignite gonna find the kill in the end. Pigeon now running away after Papa Skips goes down. Gonna use the ult to dash away past the minions to safety. He will survive a support trade in the end. And Dragon, in the meantime, went over to Pure Acid there, picking up the Cloud Drake at 12.5 minutes. Both junglers been active. Fallen Artemis getting the better end of the ganks early on. But Pure Acid going to get the Dragon, and he's going to scale up here. Has the Warrior completed. He's... Oh, here, a play in the bottom side, the sub, or top side, the sub. Going to use the ult. He's going to find the kill, but now he's going to get out. The Galio coming in. The sub going to die in the end of the turret. Urigat going to pick up the kill. A 1-for-1 trade in the top side there. Galio also essentially kind of wastes his ultimate, and looks like the Corki's going to pick up all the plates in the mid lane, and maybe even the turret. Looks like he will get the turret. The Sheen procs helping out. Pure Acid just has to give it up as he sees Sitting at Desk running through. Tooler, though, actually Pure Acid going for the play. He's got the red buff. Finds the ultimate now to Tooler, but Sitting at Desk is here. Gonna help Tooler out with some more armor, and Pure Acid gonna run away. He's not gonna get very far. Down he goes. 4th death for Pure Acid. Betting you wish he took the Kazakhs this game. Struggling here on the Kane. 13:45 in, and he has not found a participation in a kill yet, and has died quite a few times. you know, really wants to get that form, I guess. So he's just kind of suiciding for it. It's a legitimate strategy, as any Kane player knows. Both going to land here in the bottom side, but both backs going to be interrupted from Pigeon Papa Skips. The sub again going aggressive here in the top lane. No ultimate this time, though, for the sub, and Klein has his own ultimate. He's going to miss it, though, and that's huge. Klein's still chasing the sub, though, and he might just find the kill. Oh, a few more autos, though. The sub turns it back around. That's the power of the Gunblade healing. In the end, he gets that kill. 4th kill for the sub. Pure Acid is going to steal the Scuttle Crab here and make it out. He's actually a level up right now on the Fallen. Pure Acid. He's going to be forced out of his own jungle, though, with priority that the sub has. By the fact that he's alive and Klein isn't. Papa Skip's doing his best to try and preserve some health on this tower, but looks like the gank is, or the dive is going to come through. Papa Skip stunned up here, sitting at desk, taking the turret. And the stopwatch coming through. That's going to buy a bit of time. Indigo going to be running out as he takes the turret aggro now. But sitting at desk will survive. A fantastic stopwatch. Going to make that dive happen. And the Kai'Sa is not going to be able to get anything back here. Indigo here with a culling now. Pigeon going to use the heal. And they're going to dash away. Only took the one turret shot, but now they're looking for the turret. Pigeon, he's doing his best to try and keep this one alive. Going to clear out the minions here. Just a few more autos and the turret will go down, but Pigeon, oh, he's taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to back off of this one. And looks like the bottom lane for lane 0 will find the turret in just a moment. Klein now forced back to his inner turret. As is Endril here. Double level advantage here for Tuller against Endril, and the auto's raining down. He's got the Triforce, and Endril is taking a lot of damage. 4 kills for both solo laners. Tuller and the sub off to a fantastic start here. 16 minutes in, 13-4 in kills, and a large gold lead now for lane 0. Klein gonna go for another trade, though. The sub is low. Fallen coming in here, but the ultimate dropped by the sub, meaning he'll be safe. Flash away from Klein will keep him unstunned by Fallen's Bola coming through there. But right now, complete map control over for lane 0. Starting things off right. Is the CS lead here for Pure Acid. 94-72 is the CS for Pure Acid and Fallen. So he's got that going for him, but Fallen has had quite a bit more successful ganks come through for himself, and picked up that kill as well. So while the CS favors Pure Acid, the gold favoring Fallen from the turrets that have been taken in the kill participations there. Another dragon to be spawning shortly here. It is going to be an ocean dragon this time. Galio ultimate is up. TP available for the sub and the Klein if they wish to join this fight. Pure Acid, though, is on completely the other side of the map. He's on Gromp. Looks like the call came through to just not contest the dragon, which I think is probably the smartest thing to do, in all honesty. I don't think you win a fight at this stage in the game here. Gonna have to wait for the Kai'Sa to pick up a few more items and then maybe say, all right, this is the time for us to go in and maybe make a play here. Good news for them is it's still 18 minutes in. No Baron coming through anytime soon. But Rift Herald, well, the cousin of Baron coming through. Shelly making her way down the mid lane here with a nice big minion wave. No cannon, though, but the turret will go down. The inner in the mid lane falls. The sub pressuring the inner in the top lane, and looks like Shelly will stop here. No more charges for her. Her fun will end. But the sub taking a lot of good trades there. As he works on that Rage Blade, you can see the items, pickaxe and the recurve bow in the inventory. And the inner turret coming under fire. All members of lane 0 over here to try and make this happen. But no, they'll back off. Not going to try and overextend and just suicide into the enemy team there. That can definitely lose you a game, as some backs will be stopped. Papa Skip's going in, but that's 5 members of lane 0. Papa Skip's gone too far. He's dead. Pigeon now in trouble. The Bola lands for Fallen. And there's a second kill. The bot lane going Down a double kill coming through for Indigo. Killing the enemy bot lane. Looks like everyone will be okay. But now the siege will come through here. And with a Corki, a Kale. Oh, Fallen with a good ultimate block. The sub actually used the ultimate a bit prematurely there. But Fallen did block that. Fear Beyond Death coming through from Klein. Very nice play there from Fallen to save his teammate. In the end, it was a little unnecessary, but made the right play for sure. As 5 kills now for Indigo, eclipsing the solo laners who are sitting at 4 for lane 0. The support and the jungler both sitting at 1. Still a CS lead for Pure Acid, keeping him in this game. He's down about 400 gold here, maybe that 500. But the fact that he's not that much further behind, considering his jungle has been invaded so much, and how poorly the early game went for him is just pretty amazing, to be honest. Tula going to pick up the red buff here, and Kale going to pick up the blue buff, I think. Yeah, nope, didn't pick up the blue buff. Never mind, that thing isn't spawning. Just kidding. 2 items completed for the Corki, the Kale, and the Lucian here, and that's some big item spikes coming through for all of those guys. Very strong right now here at 20 minutes. Baron, of course, spawning. No Mountain Dragons, and the Scuttle Crab and some wards have been placed here, so if the Baron is attempted, they will know for waste of potential. But lane 0 currently has complete map control, and the KO probably going to be running havoc down there in the bottom lane against Endril. Pure Acid, though, looking for a fight. He's going to find a knockup. Here it goes. The fight coming in, the TP from the Galio. Already one pickoff, though, onto the jungler. Pure Acid already dead, and Klein taking up the front line, but he'll fall to sitting at desk in the end. Now Fallen, he's buying a lot of time in the front line, sitting at desk, forced to run away, but Endril falls, and that's a full ace. The Kale coming in with the last kill, and that's 5 members down for wasted potential. Probably a Baron play coming in now for lane 0. Wasted potential just kind of all funneled into the team fight through that little choke point there in the jungle between the blue buff and that little path in the wall, and just completely died. Again, the 2 item spikes coming through for the Lucian, the Kale, and the Corki, and they just melt everyone else on the enemy team. Tuller gonna be pushing in the mid lane. He'll find the inhibitor turret and make his way out. Pure Acid, though, flashing to follow, finds the knockup, but Tuller very healthy. The ult gonna come through now. Pure Acid, he's trying to make the play happen. Klein gonna follow. Team coming in to help out Tuller, though. The ult gonna be used by Kale, and now Fallen gonna be taken up in the front line. He'll go down, but in exchange for the enemy jungler, both junglers fall. The sub, he's autoing here. He's doing a lot of damage. Flash from Endril, he finds a taunt. Klein gonna find the kill onto the sub, though. Tuller gonna get one back onto the enemy mid laner. Endril gonna fall, so a 2-for-2 trade overall. I think favors wasted potential. They get rid of 2 Baron buffs and get some gold back for themselves. A big shutdown there onto the Kale. 22.5 minutes in, though. Still looking very good for lane 0. They've got 3 items on the Corki, who is looking incredibly strong here. 6 kills, 7 assists, no deaths. And a second ocean spawn looks like sitting at desk, and Indigo will take that one. No contest. No one in range here. Pure Acid is actually making his way over. Maybe he can make something happen. He goes over. He finds the dragon. Gonna make his way out the lander. I said no contest, but in the end, Pure Acid makes his way over and steals the dragon. It's just an ocean, but still, that's a win. Doesn't even die in the end, too. A good lantern from Papa Skips gets him out. Didn't expect that, though. I thought they would just give it up. Now, Pure Acid, though. Oh, no, buddy. Not there. He walks over the Krugs, trying to take him as he's on low health, and Tuller just a couple autos and he's dead. And now the siege gonna come through here on these bot lane inhibitor turret. Ryla is coming through for the sub here after the Gunblade and Rageblade. Interesting build the sub went for here. Some utility in AP, though, which is, I think, what the team needs at this point. Considering how strong Tuller and Indigo are, you don't really need to double down on damage from the Kale. TP coming through, though. Looks like that will be the sub joining there. All 5 members of lane 0 here in the bottom lane. Hook going to go wide from Papa Skips. And now the inhibitor will drop here in the bottom lane. Looks like they'll rotate over to the inhibitor in the mid lane as well. And that should drop. No minions here yet, but I think the champions of lane 0 are enough. Hook lands this time, but no engage. The sub doing a lot of damage coming forward. Seeing a death coming through. The sub going to use the ultimate on himself. Buys a lot of time, but Endro going to fall on the other side. Puras goes in the backline. He'll die. Papa Skips down as well. Pigeon tries to ult into the backline, but he goes down. That's a double kill for the Kale, and that looks like the game win here for lane 0. They got their eyes on the Nexus turrets now. 24.5 minutes in. Find the last member of Wasted Potential alive, and I don't think he's going to be able to do anything about this. The minions coming through here. Baroned up, and looks like this Nexus will fall. Game over to lane 0. TP's even coming through to celebrate, and that's going to be it. Lane 0 takes the win here in a dominant fashion, winning game 1 here. And honestly, that draft wasn't meant to take that game in 24-25 minutes. I think you were probably waiting for a little bit later on, 30-40 minutes. And with a couple kills early on for the sub and Tooler, they just got their items way faster than anyone would have guessed and took that game extremely fast. A fantastic start from them. And already got the invite for the lobby here for game 2, so should be hopping in shortly. Yep, looks like that will be the case. Everyone already there, so nice and punctual. Should be here. Should be getting ready soon. Lane 0, though. Big game 1 win there for them. Asserting their dominance. Looks like they're going to stay on the same side as well here. Going to stay on the red side for game 2. At least that's the way they're lining up. We'll see if that's the case, though. I'm not sure. But it appears to be the case. And looks like we have a sub, though. I think we're going to have a sub here for game 2 for Wasted Potential. I think. We'll see. Still up in the air, but I think they're going to bring in a sub. Yep, appears to be the case. They've got Rutledge here in the mid lane. Have Endril as well in the support role. So, yep, looks like it'll be a sub. Pigeon's still in the AD carry position. Pure Acid and Klein still in the top and jungle roles. So, slight change up here. Going to take a quick break, though, before we get started here for game 2. Looks like we are going to... Teams are going to discuss a few things, and we'll be back in just a second here. Okay, never mind. We're going to go right into game 2. Literally as I was saying, we're going to take a break. They were like, all right, we're ready now. It's like, all right, thanks, guys. Great timing. But hopping in, we got lane 0 on the same side. They're going to stay on the red side here. And Wasted Potential going to stay on the blue side. Going to retain that first pick. Went for the Urgot in game 1. Didn't work out for themselves there, though. Braum going to be banned away. And Morgana for lane 0. As Kale Oss going to be banned here. Didn't like that in the top lane in game 1. So, Wasted Potential already switching up their strategy quite a bit here. Banning away the Braum and the Kale, which were a nuisance there in the first game. And Lane 0 taking their time. Morgana and now Silas gonna be banned away. Interesting to see if Pure Acid will go for Kha'Zix this game, back to something comfortable, or he'll just go for something else. The Kayn didn't really have the impact they wanted, was not really early game focused, and I think they needed an early game jungler there to get them snowballing. But Nunu gonna be the last ban. Fallen not gonna get to play that at this series, it looks like. Probably gonna be banned every single game. Nunu, a fun champion to watch, fun champion to play. Just very silly, but also entertaining. And now lane 0 with the last ban. Down to the wire here. Gonna be Vladimir in the end here, banning away a couple strong soul laners and the Morgana. And now first pick again. 4 wasted potential. Kha'Zix is up. Pure Acid basically has any jungler he wants. So we'll see what he wants to go for, if he's gonna wait for that second round of picks to pick again. And Lux gonna be picked up here for Rutledge in the mid lane. First pick Lux coming through. I think that's a Rutledge special there. Urgot gonna be the response though for lane 0. Not sure where this is going again. Could be top, could be jungle, maybe even the mid lane. Saw a few people play it mid lane early on in the season before the changes, but gonna get the Lucian as well here with the Urgot. So no Braum available, but still gonna go with a strong laner there in the Lucian for Indigo. Pure Acid, I don't know if he's joking about hovering this Rammus, but that'd be pretty interesting. Kha'Zix gonna be the lock-in. He hovered a few different things, but he will be going back to the Kha'Zix here. So gonna go back to a carry-oriented jungler. Honestly, though, the meta has, I think, not favored Pure Acid for the most part. Junglers really aren't. Junglers like Kha'Zix and Rengar and you know, just carry junglers in general. I'm struggling to come up with other carry junglers at the moment for some reason. But just carry junglers, Evelyn. Okay, there's another one. Carry junglers in general have not been favored right now in this meta. There's just not enough experience or income in the jungle. They really, you know, really just don't do too well. But Pure Acid, I think he can make it work. Sometimes he just doesn't care about the camps. He just snowballs off of people. As Falling gonna pick the Sejuani again. That seems to be his priority. Is Nunu, Sejuani, and then a few other tank junglers, and Kindred. You know, at the very bottom there is his priority for, you know, the junglers he likes to play. Is Kennen gonna be banned by lane 0 here? But both sides already picking their jungler and their AD carry, as well as a soul laner here. And Kled going to be the final ban. So lane 0 targeting the top lane, targeting Klein here with their second round of bans. Sandra on the other side for wasted potential. Zed is still up, guys. Zed is still available for Tuller, unless it's, I mean, it could be banned right now. It's Rise, though. Zed's available. It's possible. It could be picked. I think it's probably not the best pick because you've already got 2 80 champions picked already. So probably not good to pick it right now, as Gallia will be, could be support Gallia with Lucian. So it's still up, still could be a Zed mid lane. But yeah, again, all AD already, probably not the best to pick Zed. We'll see though. I believe Tuller played it into a Lux last time. Unless that was, I don't know, I'm probably mixing it up. Someone played Zed into Lux and did really well. Earlier on is Olaf going to be picked up alongside the Trundle. So I guess this is support Trundle and top Olaf, or support Trundle. Yeah, support Trundle and top Olaf here, which top Olaf with Conqueror, pretty freaking good. Like if you get into an extended trade with Conqueror Olaf in the top lane, you die. And we don't get the Zed, but we get an exciting pick nonetheless. It's going to be the LeBlanc in the mid lane for Tuller here up against the Lux. And support Trundle, I guess, specifically picked here because of the Sejuani. So Trundle can sort of counter Sejuani, or maybe even the Urgot or Galio, the tanky champions on the enemy team there. And gives you a little bit of laning power. I believe the pillar interrupts the dash from Galio. So if you put the pillar from Trundle down while Galio is doing his Justice Punch, I believe that interrupts the dash and obviously stops the CC, of course. I'd assume. I haven't seen the interaction, but I feel like a big pillar in the way sort of stops you from dashing through it. But now locked in will be Lucian Galio here against Ezreal Trundle in the bottom lane. Not the matchup I expected coming in, but should be an interesting one nonetheless. Olaf Urgot in the top lane. Going to be probably both conquerors and probably a lot of fighting. Going to get Pure Acid back on the Kha'Zix, though. Exciting to see that. Lux LeBlanc in the mid lane there. So every lane's going to be exciting, including the jungle. This game, I feel like, is going to snowball in someone's direction. Based on the champions picked. Last game, I was like, well, could go kind of even early on. Could be, you know, and then that snowballed. So this game, I feel like is going to be a snowball, though, regardless. Just a lot of champions that are kind of do or die. LeBlanc and Kha'Zix, they either do well or don't do anything at all. And Lucian Galio against Ezreal Trundle, there's going to be fighting, right? I'd imagine. And Olaf Urgot, same thing. I think there's going to be a lot of fighting up there. So should be a pretty exciting matchup here in game 2. Wasted potential, currently down 1-0 against lane 0, who does not have 0 beside their name. Got the win in game 1 with a very different composition. Obviously, you had the Lucian and Sejuani, but a very different composition functionally. They had a very, 80 carry heavy style, lots of scaling, and just kind of took over the game once they got items onto those carries. But now, tanky champions in the jungle and support roles again, but this time they have, an Urgot top lane and LeBlanc Lucian mid lane. They're much more focused on the mid game here. Like, they spike on 2 items with the Lucian LeBlanc, and Urgot also good on 2 items, or, 1 item once he gets the cleaver. So much more focused on the early. And both teams, though, don't have a ton of scaling, right? Ezreal, like, Lux scales pretty well, but Ezreal not so much. Kha'Zix not, kind of. Olaf not really. Trundle, he's a support Trundle. He's not going to really scale. So this is going to be a mid-game decided game, I think. It could go late if the two teams sort of bash heads against each other and no one really is able to find an advantage. But both teams kind of looking to take over the game there in the mid-game, I think. Or even early on in the lanes, of course. Again, could be a lot of fighting early on in the lanes. Barrier was switched up for the Lux. So Lux has Barrier into LeBlanc's Ignite. No TP for the Lux in the end, but TP for both top laners. Exhaust for the Trundle, Ignite for the Galio there in the support role. And just want to thank everyone for tuning in. I know the Riot Games and the playoffs for LCS is going on, but I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching the Sugar Free League. Very nice to have everyone here watching our little league. And game 1 was exciting enough. A little bit one-sided, but certainly exciting. And I hope game 2 delivers another good one here. As we do load into game number 2. Sitting at 0% though, so don't expect it anytime soon. Will be the Conqueror Olaf there versus Urgot. Wow, that loaded actually really fast. Okay, never mind then. Guardian for the Trundle. Aftershock for the Galio there. Standard beyond that will be Electrocute for the Kha'Zix here. Pure Acid does not, Pure Acid to me is not a, I'm going to go Phase Rush and Evolve W kind of guy. That's not his style. He's not a... He's a get in there, kill you, and get out kind of guy. Has gone for the machete, though, to start with on the Kazakhs, which sort of indicates probably a topside start with the blue buff. Because if you don't start on blue buff with Kazakhs, and you don't have your talisman, then you kind of run out of mana, unless he's planning to go... I don't know what the plan is here. My point is, he's going to run out of mana unless he takes blue buff early on. Could still be a red straight to blue to topside scuttle, maybe? That could be the route for Pure Acid here. I'm just discussing Pure Acid because, like, he's the best Kazakhs player I know, and I play Kazakhs. I don't play it very well, but I play Kazakhs a little bit. When I play jungle, I like to play Kazakhs, like to play Rengar. Those are my favorite jungle champions, and always interesting to see what players who are pretty good on those champions do. And to be honest, I think Kazakhs pathing early on a little bit more interesting than Sejuani. Because she's going to take a Scuttle Crab and then clear her old jungle and then come back and gank probably. Like, she, you know. Kazakhs, I think you can do a lot with. A lot more unique things you can do with the pathing early on. Will be a topside start, though, so he is going blue. That's kind of the tell there. If you see Machete on a Kazakhs, generally means he's going to start on the blue side because there's more single target camps, so your auto attacks matter more. You're also not as, you know, you have a blue buff, so you don't have to worry about mana. So it makes sense. But both junglers are going to start topside. The Sejuani on the red, Kazakhs on the blue. And looks like he's going to go to Gromp. Might go to topside Scuttle after this, or might go to the Wolves and then botside Scuttle. We'll see. I don't know what he'll do. I don't know. I'm not that good of a juggler. But usually it's blue Gromp Scuttle is the path if you do start on blue. And looks like that will be the path here. So maybe I'm not as bad as I thought I was. Is spotted out, though, on a ward, I believe. So Kazakhs pathing will be spotted out. Red buff to Raptors, and now to blue buff here for Fallen on the Sejuani, though. And looks like the Scuttles will be traded out. Fallen going to pick up the bot side Scuttle there after picking up the blue buff. Both junglers, once they take the next camps here, will pick up level 3. Kazakhs going to get level 3 off the Wolves, Sejuani off the Scuttle. Neither have taken the Krugs earlier on, so they are, you know, had to take more camps to get that level 3. But Sejuani looking for a gank bot side, maybe trying to steal away these Krugs here. Are a few pings going down. No, the Sejuani's there, and both sides know each other now, so they're gonna back out. As Kazakhs coming over, gonna take his red. As Klein already getting antsy in the top line, he wants to take a trade here. You can see the power of that Conqueror Olaf does a lot of damage once he gets into melee range. You start throwing those axes and just bashes you down. He's annoying to play against. I played against Conqueror top Olaf. It sucks. It sucks to lane against him. And because once he kills you once, it's just over. He's just going to run you down and kill you again. So, got to be careful early on. Another axe hits, though, Klein. Making life difficult there. Sejuani going to go and take those Raptors. Looks like very aggressive jungling early on from Fallen. Considering the matchup, he's getting in the face of this Kazakhs. He steals away the Raptors from Pure Acid. Has a little bit more trading in the bot side and top side. Both those guys getting sub, though. He's getting a lot of damage here. One more axe could do it, but it looks like Klein was out of mana. Both players out of corrupting potion charges, and the sub with the flash away has the TP back to lane now. And a few pings going down, missing Galio. Kazakhs, he knows he needs to get out of there. Gonna run back to mid lane here. He was trying to make a play on to Fallen. TP advantage now for Klein, though. Couldn't matter in a little bit. 10 CS advantage there in the top lane. CS, though, relatively even across the board. Slight lead for Rutledge. So top and mid going well. 4 ways to potential. Even everywhere else, though, in the bot and jungle. Pure Acid getting chased out of the jungle after the invade. He'll just get executed there, so Enemy team knows where he is, and he'll lose some time because he's dead, but in the end, it's really fine. Early death timer is very short, so he'll hop right back in to the fray of things. Exactly. Report acid. He's intentionally feeding now. Look at that. He's already got 1 death. 5 minutes in, just ran into the turret. What a toxic player. Pillar, though, enabling the bot lane here for Wade's potential to get a pretty good trade-off. But with how the early game's gone, Fallen has done a very good job sort of corralling Pure Acid, keeping him from getting any ganks off, from making anything happen. A very solid start there from the jungler for lane 0. Making sure Pure Acid just isn't getting much done at all. He even had to blow the flash to get out of there earlier on, so obviously isn't just Fallen here. Oh, we get a trade the top side. The sub is in trouble. Down he goes. Found the pullback there. Looks like he was like, all right, I'm going to pull him back in the turret, take a good trade, but Klein immediately pops the Ragnarok and just takes it to the sub. What a nice solo kill there. 50 to 33 in CS as well, and he's going to miss this wave. The sub having a tough time there in the top lane. Gonna have to walk all the way back. No teleport for him. That's a rough one there. And if Wasted Potential continue to get advantages like that, with solo kills and the like, I mean, that can really swing things here. Last game, they sort of just they just lost the solo lanes, really. Looks like Pure Acid gonna have to hand off the blue buff here to Rutledge. Not as toxic a player as we said he was. And now the sub really gonna struggle here in the top lane, down 20 CS. I mean, he can't walk up. He doesn't even know where the Kha'Zix is, pinging stuff away. They're kind of worried about that sort of thing. Actually, sorry, that was acid pinging, I think. Pinging that Fallen could be in the top lane, so that was actually ping for Klein. Never mind, I'm trolling. But still, even if Klein knew like Fallen was there, like he's still playing aggressive because he knows that the sub really can't do much of anything. Even if a gank comes, there's a potential for a 2v1 here. That's how strong Conqueror top Olaf is. Like, it's just really difficult to 1v1 because he just has so much consistent DPS. He just walks at you and autos you and hits you with axes. It hurts. It hurts a lot. It hurts my feelings. It hurts my KDA. It hurts everything. Other lanes going pretty even though. Mid lane and bot lane very much tit for tat. Sejuani and Kha'Zix both on this bottom side. The LeBlanc with priority in the mid lane did push the last wave in and now looking for potential roam down here. Found a little bit of damage, but he's gonna have to back out of that one. Good dodge out from Tuller. Gonna save himself a little bit of health. But Rutledge now gonna be at the push in the mid lane, and Tuller gonna miss out on a wave. Means that Rutledge now has a CS lead, but only gets the CS lead because the bottom lane was able to play defensively and absorb that roam. So that's not Rutledge out laning Tuller there. That's just the team outplaying there. And now sitting at desk, found the taunt here. Endril with the Ignite on him. He's gonna, oh, the calling gonna come through, but Endril flashes away. Gonna be safe here. Endril burning both summoner spells though, and Pigeon had to use his heal. Moundrake still on the table. No one been able to get that one yet. 1,000 gold lead is score here as Klein gets pulled back in the turret, but didn't really take much damage at all. Actually wins the trade underneath the turret here. And the LeBlanc and this Sejuani still roaming around. Kha'Zix again still has not found anything. He's level 6 though, and once you hit that level 6 mark, you get the first evolve here, and he has gone for the Q evolve, which means more damage for the Kha'Zix. I don't think Pure Acid goes any other way. He says that his evolve route is Q E, and W. QEW evolve route is the greediest like solo carry route you can go. Some people go for... Oh, Smite gonna come through from Fallen. As I was just talking about stuff, I didn't think it was gonna happen, that Pigeon would steal it. I had faith in Fallen, so that's why I didn't talk about it. Not that I just didn't notice. But yeah, Kha'Zix is sort of like the biggest solo carry. Like, all right, I'm gonna kill everyone. Q, E, W, get the resets on E after, you know, kill and assist, and more damage from that Q. Well, more damage because you get more cooldown reduction out of it and more range. Not that you actually get more damage after you evolve, but some people, they say they go for QW E evolve route, which is a bit more team oriented. You get more CC, makes it easier to sort of control the fights with that slow. And it's just sort of a more, yeah, more team-oriented. You're a bit more playmaker-y. But now Tooler with a play bottom side. Does not find the damage there on a Pigeon. He's going to have to back out. Climb with a TP, and now Tooler in trouble. Going to W to over the wall, though. The distortion coming in handy. Klein trying to chase here alongside Pigeon, but they find the clone. They do not find the real LeBlanc, who's going to back in that brush there by the red buff. Oh, no. Tooler going to go back, and he finds killing a Pigeon. Back with a distortion. The chain going to land here on Endril. Oh, the ult from Lux completely whiffs. Tooler, though, he's got to find his way out. The bot lane not here to help him. Distorts across. The heal going to come through from Indigo. They're trying to get him back through the turret, but the minions are dying. Oh, Tooler, the one turret shot going to hit him. The axe finds it. Oh, no, the turret shot was huge. Indigo needed to tank that one to allow the Tooler to get out there, and the heal was used, but the turret shot came through because the minions died, and now Tooler ended up going down. Still finds a kill onto Pigeon in the end, which is very nice. Gets an advantage for his bot lane. The sub, though, because of that TP, is actually gonna get a bit of damage onto this turret, and got a lot of the got all the plates down actually. So Klein, while his TP did find him a kill, he lost a lot of a gold, you know, or he didn't lose it, but he let sub get gold because he was away from the top lane for a bit. Still up 10 CS, but yeah, the sub getting back into it a little bit here. Going for Death Dance first, it looks like. Not Cleaver, which is kind of interesting. And now more fighting here on the top side. The sub trading back actually okay, though. Blade of the Ruined King completed here for Indigo. Hit that spike, and now the Ezreal here on the Manamune and the Sheen, so he does a little bit of damage himself. Still will get out TPS by Indigo, though. Luden Zeka complete for both mid laners. The sub now in trouble, though. He's still got Flash. Flash way underneath the turret. Finds the ultimate. Fear Beyond Death. No, not going to happen. Flash away from Klein. He's going to survive underneath the turret. The Ragnarok came in huge. Oh my god. The Ragnarok, I think, prevented him from being pulled, because when you actually get executed by Fear Beyond Death, you have to get suppressed first. And I think because he went unstoppable, because of the Ragnarok, the sub wasn't able to actually get the activation there on Fear Beyond Death and find the kill. Big kill there for Klein. Huge wave loss now by the sub. Finds the Death Dance completion there, but another solo kill. Gonna hurt him. Flash in, though. Sitting at death. Finds Pigeon and Andril. They'll finally kill Indigo with his first kill of the game. Big blade from sitting at death there. Flash in with a taunt from Galio. And now Andril, he's going to try and force him off this turret, but a lot of damage getting done. Despite losing top lane, the turret war has been won by the sub because of the roams that have come through from Klein. He doesn't look like he'll find the turret. No, he will find the turret kill. Klein's still in base and no teleport to get back there. The sub going to find that first turret kill, as the bottom turret will also go down. Pure Acid trying to find the kill onto Tooler in the jungle here, but no, the play in from Galio. He's going to find the ultimate and kill the Kha'Zix. Big plays coming out from lane 0 here. Relic even in trouble. Sitting at death, though, going to back off on this one. Oh, Ezreal comes through. Tooler dodges out on the Lux ultimate. It looks like everyone's going to get away. Lane 0. The grand escape. Tooler gets away with the kill and the help from the Galio. And oh my goodness, lane 0. Things looking dicey earlier, but they're coming back now. Even the sub getting back into things here with that turret kill. Wow, lane 0 putting on a show here in game 2 with some fantastic plays. It just feels like that wasted potential is just like a tiny bit off from finding the plays they need, finding the kills, the plays back they need. Still, they have a super strong Olaf right now. Sitting on the cleaver, he's still winning this 1v1 matchup. The sub here lands the ultimate. Klein has the Ragnarok. He's going to use it to get away here. Goes unstoppable. The sub now in trouble. One more axe. He gets it. Solo kill in the top lane. Klein again uses the Ragnarok to essentially cleanse the ultimate to stop himself from being executed. The Ocean Dragon will be started up here in the bot lane. They started up before they could take out the ward, though. A little bit sloppy there from Indigo, aggroing the dragon before they took out the ward there. And now there will be a fight over this Ocean Dragon. Neither top laner can join, well, because one's dead, and they both don't have DP. Ocean Dragon gonna reset here. Mountain Drag already taken here in the favor of lane 0, but Ocean Dragon would be really nice to make their Baron take super powerful. Sub, though, continuing to get pushed in here in the top lane. Tuller, he's down a bit in CS, but because of these kills, he's doing okay in terms of golden income. Sitting just a few hundred behind Rutledge here. Both mid laners here on Pen Boots and Luna's Echo. Now the Ocean Drake gonna get started up. There is a ward available, but the Ocean Drake gonna go over easily. No contest there. The Kha'Zix wasn't in position. He is up a level here. Again, Pure Acid, 2 deaths. Fallen has not died yet, but Pure Acid up CS here. He's up 87 to 72 in CS. If there is anything that Pure Acid is good at, it is farming. He has stayed consistently ahead of the enemy jungler in both our games here. And, well, you can see the item advantage there. Cinderhulk and Boots complete for Fallen, but you got the Warrior and a bunch of longswords there for Pure Acid. So probably going to be Duskblade second here, as you would expect. Well, with the Evolves, if you're going to go for Q Evolve, definitely going to build damage there. As another blue buff going to be handed off, it looks like. Frozen Gauntlet going to be the decision, though, for Pigeon. You're not going to go for the Triforce. Going to be more defensive. Going to rely on Rutledge and Klein and Pure Acid there for damage. Be a bit safer for himself, considering he doesn't have a lot of peel. Oh, Ezreal not going to quite find Tuller there. Now 18 minutes in, 2 dragons here for lane 0. They're down 4 to 3 in kills, but that's just because of Klein there up in the top lane. He sits with all 4 kills for his team. He's very strong right now, but could easily be killed in a team fight because his team really does not have a ton of gold to back him up. Rutledge is the only one with a lot, with a shutdown on himself, and is able to really dish out the damage here. Kha'Zix, though, still staying ahead in CS. Which is, again, keeping him in the game here with that gold income. Actually, 200 gold lead on Fallen. As Pure Acid going to find a little bit of damage here onto Fallen, but he's going to be forced to run. No, he's stunned up! They found Pure Acid, the sub, with the execute Fear Beyond Death. Pure Acid caught. He had ultimate up, he had flash, he had everything he needed to get away, but not quite quick enough with the fingers there. In the end, falls to a very nice combination of Fallen and sitting at desk, chaining that CC. Alex going to use the ultimate again to clear out the wave here. Ezreal completed that Mirror Mana now, and he's pretty strong here on the 2 items. Oh, okay, sitting at desk, you need to kill the ward. There you go, buddy. Good job. Good job. He got it in the end. Now Rutledge in trouble. Here comes Fallen with the gank in the mid lane. Sitting at desk. Flash finds the taunt, and looks like Rutledge flashing away. The stun comes through, though. Sitting at desk, tanking the turret here, but here comes Luck Ultimate Stopwatch. Going to save Sitting at desk for now, but Fallen going to fall to the turret. Endril with a kill. Tooler going to top into the backline. He finds his kill into Rutledge. 2 for 2 so far. Looks like Tooler will get out with that chain landing on Endril as well. The sub continuing to clear the waves in the bottom lane here. Keeping Klein at bay, and Tooler should get away here. Yep, makes it out just okay. 2 for 2 trade, though, again. Still worth, though, I think. Jungler and support for jungler and mid laner. Favors lane 0 there. And getting another kill on the Tooler makes him even more powerful. And a Fed LeBlanc, I don't need to tell you guys about how scary that can be. "20 minutes in now, though. We've got a dragon spawning soon. The Baron already up. Will be a Ocean Dragon again here. The second Ocean of the game. Second Ocean in a row. But now, lane 0, I think, has map control for the most part. Klein, though, is the big sort of pressure point here for a wasted potential. Again, 4-0, has 4 of the 6 kills here. For wasted potential as... Oh, Tooler finds the chain. Rutledge in trouble. And we're going to come in here. Pops the Knight's Vow to help out Rutledge, and pops the Guardian. As I was saying, Klein can definitely, you know, get a split push going here. I think that's where he should be doing the entire time. Continue to split push bottom here, or top lane, whichever one, you know. Split pushing a side lane and just provide pressure. TP available for both top laners, and the Ocean Dragon will be started up here by lane 0. We're going to take their 3rd dragon of the game. It will go over. Pure Acid not in a position to steal here. Klein throws in an axe, but it will not happen. And now, Baron going to be the focus. "22 minutes in, 3 dragons over, 66 in kills here. A slight gold lead, though, for wasted potential because of that Olaf in the top lane, as well as Rutledge farming very well here, sitting at 207 CS, and as well as the gold advantage Pure Acid has. I believe he's still up in gold. Yep, still up about 100 gold over Fallen here. So that CS advantage is really coming through for wasted potential, giving them the gold lead. And this is actually a much better situation than they were in game 1 at this point. You know, in game 1, they were, you know, it looked like they were going to lose the game at that point. They got aced, and Baron was taken. Looked like they were going to lose. Pure Acid is level 11 now. I'm going to see if he's still going for the E-Evolve. Still has gone for the E-Evolve, despite being 0-4 here. He's committed to the E-Evolve. Whoops, sorry about that. Klein now going to fight with the sub here in the top lane again. Klein, though, well, he was smashing these trades earlier on against the sub. He's actually not losing. He's not winning them quite as much here. The sub gone for a very interesting split push build here with the Death Dance and Blade of the Ruined King. The Fear Beyond Death gonna come through. Ragnarok comes in, but he's gonna force flash away. The sub, though, with the solo kill. The Fear Beyond Death pulls him back. The Ragnarok cleanses it, but the Fear Beyond Death still gets the pull in, and the sub finds the kill. Flash used by both top laners. Fantastic, though. The sub, huge solo kill. Now the Olaf doesn't have pressure on the sideline. Engage gonna happen here in the mid lane. Fallen finds Pigeon, but he's able to get away. Rutledge with a lot of damage coming out in the back lane. Now we got to fight in the bottom lane. Pure Acid forced to flash away. Finds the kill in the end, though. Pure Acid with the solo. Tooler's able to get it out and to go now on to Pigeon with a red buff, but he's going to get slowed up. Able to dodge out on that binding from Lux. And to go. Flashes away from that Mystic shot. He'll get out okay. In the end, all members in the mid lane get away. Only 2 members go down in total. Both top laners following the Olaf and the sub. Sub with a solo kill, and then Kha'Zix comes in and finds a solo kill of his own here on a top laner. Tooler coming in on Endril, though. The Ignite and the chain land. Down he goes. Big pick off from Tooler. But Fallen Indigo still very low. They have Double Ocean to heal up, but they're gonna back here. Tooler also. Nope. Okay, he was gonna back, and then he stopped. Still, though, the mid lane turret going to take it in a binding. Finds Fallen. He's going to go down. Tooler looking for something back, and Pigeon will fall. So a 1-for-1 trade. Now the sub looking to make that a 2-for-1. Misses the Fear Beyond Death, though, and Rutledge with a good dodges will get away here. The barrier coming in handy to keep him alive. 5 kills now for Tooler here, sitting at a 400 gold shutdown. He's very strong. Indigo here with 2 kills in a 150 gold shutdown.
So lane 0, they're coming together here. This is where they wanted to be in the mid game, right, though. Strong mid laner in AD carry. The sub also making his way back into this game here with a split push build. Means he's less strong in the 5v5 team fight. But Olaf is still not very strong in the 5v5 team fight as well. So the two top laners, they're probably just evening pressure, right? The Olaf probably still has priority overall. Is Tuller going to find the kill on that blue buff? Pure Acid trying for the steal, but doesn't get it in the end. He has money for Dustblade, so he should go back in a moment here after he clears out these Raptors, I'd imagine. Another minute and a half here on the Dragon. Will be a third Ocean Dragon here, so get infinite sustain, I guess, if you pick that one up for lane 0. Still, though, looking at this CS, Fallen is actually down about 900 gold now to Pure Acid just because of CS. I mean, that's not Fallen. That's not Fallen getting out jungled per se. Fallen is just playing a tank. He is a much more team-oriented player. He's much more focused on... He'll sacrifice a camp to get a gank off. He'll sacrifice 2 camps to get pressure for a lane, right? So... And that's also because of the pick, right? Sejuani farms much slower than Kha'Zix. Once Kha'Zix gets items, Kha'Zix clears camps very fast. Once he gets the Warrior and a few other AD items, he struggles with the AoE camps, of course. Because his only AoE spell is his W. I guess his E as well, his leap. But generally, you're not using that to clear camp so much. As Dustblade will be completed here for Pure Acid and a Serrated Dirk. Meaning that, hey, you gotta watch out. Anyone who's isolated can get one shot by this Kha'Zix. Despite having 4 deaths here, he's got the kill. He's got a lot of gold. Olaf gonna take the red buff though from Pure Acid, so he's gonna have an advantage here in the side lane. And now Tuller over the wall finds Rutledge, and now Fallen with the ultimate. Stopwatch though gonna come in handy for Rutledge, and it's gonna buy him some time. Tuller goes back in, Fallen gonna go down. Pure Acid with the kill. He's got the second reset on the leap here, and Tuller in trouble. Tuller goes down, a shutdown. Pure Acid with a double kill, and now Klein trying to chase here with the Righteous Glory. He's gonna use the Ragnarok now to get in the sub. He's trying to hop away, but Klein continuing to come in. Pure Acid on the other side. Galio can be used defensively here. Fear Beyond Death. Klein going to take that one up. And now a shutdown. Indigo finds a kill back. As the causes go down, but now the sub going to have to hop away, sitting at desk in trouble. Justice Punch does not come through. 2 go down, and Indigo, the last one alive here. He'll dash away. Dodge out on the Mystic Shot, but 4 dead here for lane 0. Wasted potential. Take a humongous fight. And take a huge lead here. Gonna get a 3,000 gold lead. Take a 2-kill lead as well. They're gonna get the mid lane inner turret here, and probably the Ocean Drake, as Olaf is already on that. And looks like at 28 minutes, that lead that had been slowly accruing here for lane 0, you thought, hey, they've got map pressure. They might have things under control here. Well, that suddenly evaporates as Kha'Zix comes online with the Dustblade and a little bit more lethality, starts one-shotting people, finds a shutdown on a Tuller, finds a kill onto Fallen, and this is the Pure Acid we all know and love, right? The one that gets extremely fed and all of a sudden starts one-shotting people across the map. As Tuller going to go in here, the barrier going to save Rutledge's life there, just barely. Tuller almost gets the solo kill. Lux going to throw it on the ultimate here to clear out the wave as well. And now, with the Dragon down, and turrets down across the board. All the outers down, a few inners as well. It's Baron time, baby. 28 minutes in. It's time to look for that Baron for both sides. Baron control, vision control going to be crucial. You see lane 0 already getting some control wards down, but Pure Acid with that Dustblade going to clear those out pretty quick. But the Ezreal here on 3 items. The Indigo here on the Lucian on 3 items. Both the mid laners, you know, they're working on their 3rd. So everyone's starting to come online with their items, and it'll be a battle here, right? Good news though, Fallen. There is no chance of poking lane 0 out on the Baron. Fallen has Warmogs and Ocean Dragon, so and double Ocean Dragon. So neither side can really poke each other out, right? Because you have double Ocean for lane 0, but just a single for wasted potential. But I still think that's definitely enough to keep them, you know, from being poked out. The Ezreal not going to do a whole lot. The LeBlanc poke not going to do a whole lot. So it's really going to come down to around the Baron fight, or who can get priority in the side lane. Maybe a solo kill. Like if Klein or the sub find a huge solo kill here, that could swing things. You know, there's a lot of potential for people to open things up here with a big pick. LeBlanc, Kha'Zix can do it. Again, solo kills in the top side, but it's all about the Baron, right? So that's going to be the next huge objective. It's just going to come down to whether or not the Baron is decided by a pick or by a team fight. That's really the deciding factor here. But Klein is trying to steal the blue buff here. He's been spotted on the ward. And now the chase coming through here. But looks like they're just going to come over here, secure the blue buff here for Tuller. And Klein's going to get out okay. But that means they're giving up vision control here in the topside river. In exchange for that play here. Going to get a little lag here. I hope that's not something that we have to worry about. For some reason I'm lagging. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, there we go. Okay, start and stop. We're back. I was really worried the game froze and we were going to crash here and miss the end of this game, but luckily that's not the case. Okay, we just froze. Okay, I'm not sure what lag is going on here. I'm going to try and close a few things here, close the stream, and make sure it's not my end that's lagging here. Hopefully it's not me. Probably the league client. They've got a lot of bugs. Pure Acid, though, over the wall. He's found sitting at desk. Buys a little bit of time here with a shielded Duran, but no. He's going to die in the end. A huge pick there. Kha'Zix gets the kill. It's just support, though, and sitting at desk has the hero's entrance to get back, though. So if he revives, they could contest that Baron. So it looks like wasted potential is not going to force the Baron play. Still a big pick, though. Again, that gives them complete priority around this Baron. Still, though, not going to find a ton off the back of that. The support, definitely the least important member here. But they're setting up Death Brush. Fallen in the sub, walking into their deaths maybe. Endril, here comes. Kha'Zix in. The sub buffers a little bit, but no, he's still going to get taken out. Pure Acid with the resets, trying to go on to Fallen Artemis, but he may have bitten off a bit more than he can chew. Going to use the ultimate to get out of there. The Nimbus Cloak also going to help out with that one. Still, though, big pick off. The top laner is huge to pick off here. And now looks like the Baron call has come in. They do not have control ward. No control wards available for wasted potential, though vision will be available now for Fallen if he's going to go for a steal. Endril over the wall. He's trying to delay Fallen, but he's getting very low. Redemption comes through, but not before he's died. Fallen now. This could be a big steal opportunity. Wasted potential backing off the Baron. It looks like they're just going to back off, sitting at desk. Pure Acid now is in trouble here. Klein going to back him up, and Tuller going to back off. Looks like Klein going to continue to chase in here. The distortion is big here, and Fallen going to come in to help out. Unstoppable, but now Galio coming in. He's going to back up as well. And a lot of poke being exchanged here, but no one going to go down in the end. And a few picks being traded back and forth here, but in the end, Baron not going to be taken by either side. Looks like it might have been on my side. I don't know what happened there. I'm not sure what the lag was. But as I was saying, there's lots of bugs here with the spectator client. We can't do anything about that. That's all League. That's all Riot Games side. We can't stop that. Like the nameplates being missing when there's a double kill or, you know, first blood or first tower goes over and the text is missing. That's entirely Riot Games and bugs with their spectator client. It's nothing we can do. So we're sorry about that, but we can't fix that. I'm just glad there's no spectator bug where we get kicked out of games anymore. I remember when, I think it was SFL Season 1 when that happened, where we would, like, start a game, we'd like, start be loading in, all of a sudden it would say, like, you know, an error has happened, and we could never rejoin. It was a nightmare, and then we'd have to sit there for 20 minutes, wait for Game 2, and try again. But, luckily that bug is no longer available, no longer in the game. But now, sitting at desk with a flash forward, has found Endril, and looks like he will go down. It's going to take a little bit of time, but they'll kill him in the end. Olaf is getting this inner turret here in the bottom lane, though. Pure Acid on the other side of the map. He's backing right now, but he's not anywhere near the Baron at the moment. Brella just buying some time. There was some poke. He's going to use the Zonias, though. Sitting at desk, finding the taunt. Will not find the taunt. Relish the flash away. And now, Fear Beyond Death. But now, Fear Beyond Death will land. The sub flashes forward, finds the Fear on Pure Acid, but he will get away in the end. Fallen, though, isolated. He goes down Pure Acid with a big pick off here onto the enemy jungler. Means no Baron potential, but the mid lane turret will go over. Olaf still pushing, though. He's split pushing. TP going to come in here defensively, and now it looks like the sub and Klein going to go at it here. This is going to be a big 1v1. Whoever gets this one could decide a huge portion of this game, because that inhibitor cannot go down. Galio going to come in. Klein going to get knocked off. The Ragnarok comes in too late, got knocked up, and sitting at desk, and Ola and the Urgot, the sub, will combine for the kill. That's a big pick off now. Picks being traded back and forth here in this game. Pure Acid, though, he's going to finally pick up his blue buff. Doesn't have to hand this off to a dead mid laner. Still, though, this series, I mean, it's been intense so far. Game 1, a bit of a stomp here, but Game 2 has been back and forth. Everyone picks here, picks there. Jungler's going down. Kha'Zix is one-shotting people. LeBlanc's one-shotting people, but in the end, still no one has been able to take Baron. 35 minutes in. This is still the first Baron. We have not had a Baron go down yet. This Baron has been here for 15 minutes, and no one has found the edge to try and steal it. Or take it, rather. Or steal it. Now a little bit of poke being exchanged here, but again, both sides have the Ocean Dragon, which is kind of a big thing that has affected this game here. Because there's Ocean Dragons available, no one is able to just kind of sit there and poke the other team out. But now Baron will be started up. There is a control ward here. No one knows here. Endril and Pure Acid on it. And with this evolved here, Pure Acid has so much DPS. He's also got a ton of healing. Probably has that Ravenous Hunter here. They just don't know. They're trying to check this one, but right now they just don't know. Lane 0 now will check this though. Good control ward placement. The sub will spot this one out and will mean that the Baron will not be stolen here. Will not go over. Stolen out from underneath the noses of Lane 0 here is again more poke, but again, Ocean Dragons don't matter. Grievous Wounds have been picked up though by Pigeon here. Indigo looking for that Infinity Edge. If he can get that Infinity Edge, he can become real strong on those 4 items. Kha'Zix, though, he is on 16, has evolved the W, so he's got Q, E, W evolved, just like he said he would. The sub, though, again, he's gone for a very split push heavy build. The client has gone for a very heavy split push build as well, but he's transitioned a little bit here into the Thornmail and more team fighting. So both top laners, they're more focused on the split push than they are the team fight, so they're not as tanky as you would expect. Like, right now, Urgot is usually very tanky, but he's not as tanky as usual. Baron will be started up, though, at 10,000 HP. TP is not available here. Urgot will not join this fight anytime soon. He's going to have to walk all the way. TP coming in, though, from the Olaf. He's going to join in the jungle, and now maybe a cutoff for wasted potential. Sitting Deski is caught out. He's going to find a little bit of CC here, but in the end, Pure Acid finds the kill and the reset. Charging forward here with the Ragnarok. The Olaf gets a bit of damage up, but Endril, he's going to go down the Fear Beyond Death. The sub finds the kill. Double root coming in for Rutledge, but Klein is very low. They're going to have to back off. Tooler goes in. The Ignite found on the Klein. Oh, the sub continuing to chase here. Blade the Rune King going to find the slow here on the Rutledge. He's in trouble. He's going to go down in the end. Finds a binding. The Mystic Shot gets Indigo. Oh my god, a huge trade there. Pigeon here now trying to kite his way away. Klein going to try to buy the time with the axes, but Pigeon arcade shifts over the wall. The sub, he has not a flash to follow, so he will back off. Tooler, though, going in deep. He finds the kill. Oh my god, my voice is cracked. I don't know what's going on. Pigeon goes down. A huge pick by Tooler. 4 dead for wasted potential, but 2 for Lane 0. They're going to go for the Baron anyway, though. 3 members still alive. The sub, Tooler, and Fallen Artemis here. Dragon is spawning in a moment, but Baron is the objective here now. Klein coming in for the contest. Again, he's got a notion. He's healing up a little bit, but Tooler here, he's healing up as well. He's looking for the kill. Klein being zoned away here by Tooler. The sub and Fallen still working on this Baron. It's going down slowly, but they will get it in the end. The smite comes through. Fallen secures it. Klein and Tooler in a duel now. Looks like Tooler does not find the... Just barely misses that chain. And now everyone going to back out here. We'll see. Did Indigo did not get Baron. That is pretty big. So Baron buffs only on 3 members right now. Elder Dragon has spawned. Currently, Acid is taking this Scuttle Crab in the river, and I believe he's already started the Elder. Yeah, he started the Elder already down below 10,000 HP here. The DPS coming through, and now it looks like we're going to have another contest here on a major objective. It looks like this is going to have to be given up. Pure Acid going to leap over that wall, though. Light Binding comes through, finds Fallen. Oh no, this Elder Dragon, it's so low, it's on 4,000 HP. The fight going to come through in the end, though. Level Light Binding and a huge ultimate. Ezreal going to come through as well. Secure kill, Fear Beyond Death of the sub is on to Rutledge. The sub trying to find the kill. Rutledge flashes away. The Light Binding, oh, here, huge kill. The carries are able to find a way out, but now this, oh no, the jungler goes down. Fallen still up on this Elder Dragon. They get it in the end. It goes over to Indigo in the end, but oh no, the double buffs come through here. Fallen still has double buffs. Tooler and the sub have died, so they no longer have Baron. Fallen has double buffs, though. He's got Baron and Elder Dragon. Indigo and Sitting at Desk both have Sitting at Desk is Baron and Elder, and Indigo just has Elder. Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm trying to get all these buffs right for you guys. But now you have the siege here on the inner turret. Looks like it will be taken out pretty easily. Just a little bit of poke coming through from Pigeon and Rutledge. But now Lane 0 backs off with the bottom inner down. Remember, they still have their inhibitor in the bottom lane exposed here. No TP available from Klein to maybe potentially backdoor this one. And now we reset here. 40 minutes in, 21 to 19 the kills. So dead even. The gold is just a little bit over 1,000 apart now. Lane 0 with a slight edge, but at this point in the game, 40 minutes in, not a very big deal at all. The supports have a bigger difference than 1,000, right? So there's actually 10,000 gold here for Sitting at Desk. 8,000 for Endril, right? So, like, the 1,000 gold lead barely matters at all. Shutdowns, there's not very many. 300 gold on Pigeon, 150 on the sub. A lot of shutdowns have already been given over there. As Pure Ass going to hand off the blue buff. Indigo going to pick up his red. And now Lane 0 moving us 5 in the mid lane here. All 5 of them running down mid. They've got Baron, 2 of them have Baron, a few of them have Elder. The buff's really helping out. Fallen goes in deep, though. Found the stun into Rutledge. Zony's going to buy some time. Galio comes down, but Rutledge will die in the end. A big pick off there. Kha'Zix in the river now backing. Pigeon going to be forced to shift away here. The Ignite went down, and now they found the inhibitor turret in the mid lane. They're working on the inhibitor. Down it goes. Lane 0, that's big. Open up the first inhibitor of the game. And now they're looking to end this one, maybe. The Nexus turret's under siege. They found one. Looking for the second here. Redemption going down to help out. The Gage coming through, but again, it's still 4v5. Waste of Potential is down a man. And now, Lane 0, they found the double Nexus turrets. Indigo coming in with some big autos. Klein going to survive in the end, though. The sub hops forward, but doesn't find anything. Pigeon with a shift forward. He's going in backline. Endril will get shot before he can find the kill on the enemy they carry. Now the Nexus is under fire. Lane 0 looking to take the series. They just might. They find the kill. An ace! And the end. Lane 0 take game 2 and the series. Lane 0 with a huge win there. It was so back and forth. An incredible series, but in the end, Lane 0 take it 2-0 with a nail biter at the end. I'm still sick, so my voice is raspy and cracking, but it just means I'm exciting. I'm excited. I was excited. But in the end, Lane 0 take the series 2-0 here. 44,000 damage done by the Ezreal, 35,000 by the Urgot. A lot of damage done over the course of that series here. But in the end, Lane 0 take it 2-0. Fantastic. I mean, that game 2 was incredibly exciting. And we're not even in playoffs yet. We haven't even reached playoffs, and I'm already losing it. My voice is done. And I think that means I'm done for the night. But a fantastic series. And I'm sweating. Jesus, I'm sweating. But thanks for watching. Again, I know there was a few series on with the LCS, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by and watching our league and watching our tiebreaker. It's not even the playoffs yet, and people are tuning in. So thanks for tuning in and watching. We really appreciate it. And, well, you guys got treated to a great series there at the end. Or at least a great game. Game 1, a little bit of a stomp there by Lane 0, but game 2, I mean, you saw how strong Waste of Potential is. Good news is we get to see these teams again here. Lane 0 have a slight edge there for the playoffs, win the seeding battle. But we get to see both Waste of Potential and Lane 0 in the future here. And, I mean, it's just going to be a fantastic playoffs. So, thanks for joining us. I believe we'll have a series tomorrow. I'm actually going to ask Fallen real quick and see if he's around, if I can let you guys know if we'll have a series tomorrow. But as I'm doing that, again, want to thank you guys and let you guys know. Of course, you can always support us below the stream. The Acer and Humble links, they help us out. Will be a game tomorrow. Okay, so it's going to be at 8 p.m. EST tomorrow. Paragon 5 versus Lane 0 Blizzard. I won't be around for that, though. So I unfortunately have a commitment, so I won't be around for that. game tomorrow, but you'll get to see who gets to take first place. I believe that's a tiebreaker first place between Paragon 5 and Lane Zero Blizzard. Lane Zero Blizzard, of course, has secured themselves second place with that game, but to now the potential to take first. And this also means that Waste Potential will be in third. But still very good seeding for all these teams, and we'll see them duke it out here in the playoffs eventually. I believe... So I believe I won't be around, so I think Lestai is going to do that series. I don't know what the plan is, but yeah, tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. EST. Someone will be here. We'll get it done. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you guys next week. And yeah, I'm excited for playoffs, and we got a great series tonight. So have a great night, everyone, and see you again soon.